Let's talk about another quarterback for a second. This is a perfect transition. Have you seen Tua Tagovailoa's new look? He's dropped 10 to 15 pounds. He's shaved his beard. You would not recognize him. So he's looking for a contract extension, and he is looking to surprise us. There was a fan event where people were getting pictures with Tua, because last year he had braids and a beard, and now he's got like curly hair and no beard. He looks like a different guy.
He's looking pretty good. Yeah, he does look a little different. Just, the hair, and of course he has slimmed down a bit, which, do you think he gained some of that weight last year just to stay healthy? I know it sounds like, it wouldn't be the case, but somebody who's always getting hit, somebody who's always taking concussions, maybe he's like, all right, I need some cushion on this body because, damn it, I need to stay on the field. So do you think he gained any of the weight for that reason? And so, maybe now he's slimming down because he's like, okay, maybe I have a little leeway here. I can miss a game or two without people saying, see, he doesn't stay healthy.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he's more confident now. Like last year, maybe he added that weight because he needed it and needed more protection. And now he's feeling more comfortable about his ability to avoid the sacks that gave him those concussions because he learned jiu-jitsu and learned how to slide a little bit better. So now maybe he's like, okay, I've gotten better in that aspect of my game. Now I can slim down and maybe be more agile and be more mobile in the pocket. So maybe it's both.
Do you think this translates to Dolphins wins or losses? I always think that, it's something that's worth talking about because obviously the quarterback is the most important position on the field. But how much is it really going to affect him? Tua is somebody who can run around a little bit, but it's not like it's his number one characteristic if you're looking at Madden.
No, that's true. I feel like when you're talking about the quarterback position, just very little things can make big differences, right?
Yeah, it's especially in June.
Well, but it's true. Whether it's losing some weight, whether it's polishing your footwork, it could be learning to play, but little things you don't even see, you don't even talk about, right? So I don't know how much it will affect whether or not the Dolphins are better, but I will say this. If he's doing this because he's staying in shape and making a commitment to working year-round and his body is just better and healthier, then that can't be a bad thing.
Oh, for sure. I'm not saying it's ever a bad thing, but Tua doesn't sound like somebody who was ever not committed. He played at Alabama. I feel like when you play for Nick Saban, you're all in. So I'm not sure if this translates to anything for me. I'm sure there is some strategy behind it. Maybe we'll see. But still, to get out of the AFC, it is still an absolute gauntlet. Cool, you lost some weight. You still have to face the Chiefs in the postseason. And good luck if you have to play in those temperatures again, because the Dolphins did not fare well in that very icy weather, along with the Kansas City fans who lost some limbs because of frostbite. So I don't know if it translates. But didn't the St. Louis Blues have a run like this? Obviously, I'm not a hockey gal. But didn't they have a season where I think they fired their head coach and made it all the way to the Stanley Cup final?
Won it.
I think that was yeah. So maybe this is the case of the team that gets hot down the stretch. Don't we see this in every single sport? A team that gains a ton of momentum, they get hot at the right time, and maybe that's underselling this Oilers team. But still, momentum certainly means something, even in the highest of ranks. We see it in the NBA Finals. What was it last year? The Miami Heat went to the NBA Finals. The year that the Phillies went to the World Series, maybe they didn't win it, but still a team that gained a lot of fire down the stretch. They also fired their manager. So we'll see. This usually, I don't know if it bodes well for the team coming in, but we see it all the time.
And you know what's crazy, too, is that last night, if you look at the box score, the Oilers, they won this game 2-1 against the Stars. They only had 10 shots on goal. That's insane to me. Stuart Skinner for Edmonton stopped 35 shots, but the Oilers with those 10 attempts, that is the fewest by a team in a playoff win since 1990. And, man, if you're the Stars, you're like, we peppered these guys. 35 shots on goal or 36 shots on goal, and we get one. They make 10 shots on goal. They get 2 goals. We lose 2-1. Oh, just demoralizing if you're Dallas. But good on the Oilers for getting it done. And now we get the Oilers and the Panthers in the Stanley Cup final.
All right, play of the day for me is going to be a first five under between the Angels and the Padres. What we are looking for when you take a first five under is either two great pitchers or one great pitcher with a very stagnant offense because, you know, it kind of evens the playing field for the other, like, decent pitcher. I think that's what we're seeing here with the Angels, who are starting Tyler Anderson. And you say to yourself, a great pitcher, Tyler Anderson? He's having a really good year. Even though he's 5-5, he has a 2.47 ERA. He has given up just one run in each of his last three starts, even going against the Yankees. Gave up only 4 hits and only 1 earned run, and that was a solo shot, while striking out 4. So Tyler Anderson, I know he plays for the Angels, and that's why I'm taking it under here. I don't want to trust the Angels offense. If you look at their numbers, they're bottom 10 in just about every statistical category when it comes to their offense. They rank 23rd in the league when it comes to WRC+. So even though it's Matt Waldron, who I know is not the big name, he gets to face this Angels offense. So a pitcher who's been dealing lately and an offense that's been really pedestrian all season long, I think that lends itself to a first five under. Let's go first five under 4.5 for -120 between the Padres and the Angels.
Well, Chelsea, I like that quite a bit. I'm going to go Padres money line now, -130 against the Angels. And everything I read about Tyler Anderson, as good as he has been, I keep reading, oh, he's a fade candidate. Oh, he's a fade candidate. We haven't seen it yet, but instead, I'm just going to go Padres outright because Matt Waldron and that knuckleball have been getting it done. He has not allowed more than 2 runs in any of his last 4 starts, Waldron I'm talking about. And 2 of those games against the Braves and the Dodgers. Angels aren't even the same stratosphere hitting-wise. And if it's close early, the Padres can touch up that Angels bullpen, which has been one of the worst in baseball. So I'm on San Diego money line -130.
In this house, we do not fade the Orioles. So we're only looking at the O's here. So here's the case for Baltimore. If you look at both of these starting pitchers, we know the numbers have not been good for Kevin Gausman this year, but I do believe he is a quality starter. So maybe that's the sabotage factor. But if you put both these pitchers together, Grayson Rodriguez, a solid starter, Kevin Gausman, a solid starter, but only one of these pitchers is facing one of the best offenses in baseball, and that is the Baltimore Orioles. So it's not exactly even. So I think in a matter of 2 pitchers being pretty much equals here, you go with the better offense. The Orioles all season long have much better numbers than Toronto in every single metric that you look in the offense. And also if you take them in the first 5 here, which I don't really want to sweat the Orioles bullpen. That's probably their only weakness. Baltimore has been one of the best run-scoring offenses in baseball in the first 5 innings of play, ranking 7th, averaging just shy of 2.7 runs per game in the first 5 innings. So that's what we'll do here, at least for me. I'll take the O's on the first 5 money line.